Welcome, everyone, once again, 55 and 5, episode 6, Cary. We've made it through 5 of the great stars of the 1955 Parkhurst set.
Only 116 to go?
116 to go, and it'll be 115 after this one.
All
so
right.
Let's remind the fans at home of the rules. 55 and 5 is presented by Bisson Creative, by Cary's Uncle Gunny, by Captain Lou Albano. And as simple as this, I bought a whole bunch of cards from 1955. They're Parkhurst. They're from southeastern Canada, northeastern United States. They feature the stars of the time. My wife, Sarah, I love her. She doesn't think I know who these folks are, Cary, so we're going to educate the world about them.
Well, we're going to try.
We're going to try. And this is a bit of a challenge for Cary.
I mean, I mentioned this on one of our previous 5 and 55. 55 and 5.
Too many fives.
I was born in 56, so I didn't start watching wrestling until 66. So a lot of these guys were out of the business, or they were just local to Canada. But that's all right. That's the fun of the game. So let's go.
Let's go. Let's go to number 6. For the rules of the fans at home, Cary and I will have 5 minutes because we talk a lot and we want to keep these short, concise, something you can watch on your lunch break. And we're going to learn about these wrestlers in this Parkhurst set. Now, there's a set in 54, set in 55. We're going with the 55 set. The cards are chosen at random. It is not an indication of Cary's wrestling knowledge if he does or does not know these wrestlers, because we have Hall of Famers, like we've done Antonina Rocca on our last episode. We started out with Vern Gagne, and then we've had Jack Claiborne, who's still a little bit of an unknown after further research. So,
or if you don't want to watch it during your lunch break, you can watch it during the commercials of Flipper.
There you go. And for more Flipper, check out Last Stop Penn Station, laststopppennstation.com, Cary and I's podcast. Find that on iTunes and all podcast platforms. But we're going to start the clock at 5 minutes, Cary, and then we're going to count down after I reveal who is on this card. So the timer is set. I'm going to show the folks at home who this gentleman is. Cary takes out the glasses. Cary, I'm going to start the timer now. What can you tell us about Vic Holbrook?
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's a fine-looking man.
He is 6'3". Giant man, too.
Well, it's a good thing you have the cheat sheet.
Yes. Cary safety
the information, the information, because off the top of my head, and all the years of wrestling magazines, I just can't come up with his name. And I have wrestling magazines that go back to the 50s. Not a lot, but you'd figure I would have heard of them. But I surrender.
You surrender. Wow. You're tapping out. Well, you might not know him because he actually was a Renaissance man. He was an actor. He went to UCLA, stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. I was born in 1921, passed away in 1980. Had a cup of coffee and an actor. He was the, quote, Swedish tug-of-war man in Calendar Girl in 1949. And among other films, his largest role was in The Veils of Baghdad, starring Victor Mature and Mary Blanchard. Are you aware of those actors?
Victor Mature, I've heard of.
Okay. And then in 1955, he was...
Did he co-star with Farzano Brazzi?
No, he did not. No Farzano Brazzi. In 1955, he wrestled in St. Louis, but he also starred in the Municipal Theater, the Muni, as Big Julie in Guys and Dolls. So this is a Renaissance man. Interesting guy.
Wait a minute. He was wrestling and acting simultaneously in St. Louis?
Yeah, in St. Louis.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool, right? He retired shortly after this card. This is from 55. He retired in 56. His nickname, California Giant. He wrestled in Manitoba in 53, St. Louis in 54 and 55. Debuted in California in 41. Interesting, he had a couple of shots at the NWA Championship. Challenged Lou Thez and Orville Brown. And he wrestled in Madison Square Garden in 1953. Yeah.
And I have these Madison Square Garden record books, which I scour over now and then. They're sort of out permanently, so I could just sort of look back. But I'll have to look for his name now.
Yeah, he didn't. I don't want to say he didn't accomplish much.
But I mean, you got to admit, he retired in 56.
Right. The year Cary was born. Yeah, he had a nice varied career, very instance.
Well, there's been other instances of wrestlers and actors. Oh God. Oh my God.
Are you looking for The Rock?
No, I'm not looking for The Rock.
Okay.
I was going way back. We'll have it for you on the next episode.
You got it. But Vic Holbrook, Los Angeles born, UCLA graduate.
Mike Mazurki.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mike Mazurki was, I believe he was a wrestler first, and then he played a heavy in a lot of the gangster films.
If you look at Vic Holbrook's IMDb, you'll see that he had a lot of very small gangster number one, gangster. So he did a lot of film work. Just those were his only name parts, including, may I remind you, the Swedish tug of war man in Calendar Girl. So, Cary, we're going to pause the clock. It's a good place to stop. We have 1 minute, 31 seconds on the clock. So about 3 minutes and 30 seconds on all of Vic.
I got another actor wrestler.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to be able to think of the guy that played Odd Job.
Oh, Toru Tanaka?
Not Toru Tanaka, but I believe he was a Hawaiian.
Right.
Once again.
It wasn't Duke Kanemoto.
No, but there's a number of them over the years. I think Ian's trying to grab it real quick here.
Yeah, Harold Sakata.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course, Odd Job in the James Bond films.
Yes.
So there you have it. Vic Holbrook, episode number 6. We kind of stumped you this time, but it was an interesting one. It was
Where's
somebody.
the dunce cap?
I didn't know who Vic Holbrook was either, and I hope that those who joined us who didn't know now know a little bit about Vic Holbrook. Cary, we march on. We're 6 down, 115 to go.
Looking forward to number 7.
There we go. Join us next time, 55 and 5. For Cary, I'm Ian. Thanks to AJ from Bisson Creative. We'll see you next time.